Well, it's beyond what we had envisioned. I mean, when the three of us, the three crazy witches, decided to found it because we were tired of screaming back at our television sets and throwing the newspaper across the room, we had no idea that next year will be the 10th anniversary, that in 10 years it would become the go-to place for media and women, and also media and men. What we do is make good trouble. We have wrung an apology for sexist and racist comments from a number of anchors. We got Chris Matthews to apologize. This is not chopped liver, you know. We monitor media. We train spokeswomen from grassroots activists so they become media savvy. They have wonderful things to say, but nobody's ever told them how to say it. Press conference, how to write a press release, how to hold a press conference for that matter, how to give an interview. We create original content to model a different way of doing media that's inclusive, not exclusive. So, among the other things that we do, training people for media and monitoring media are the special sort of programs, one of which is SheSource, which, there used to always be this shibboleth, this bromide that drove us nuts, where they'd say, well, we would certainly have women, but we can't find qualified ones. So there are qualified women on every subject from aardvark to zebra. But the talking heads on the Sunday morning political programs, on all of the interview programs, are 63% white and male. That does not reflect reality or the diversity of this country and the strength of this country and the reality felt by most people. So SheSource has those experts, and when bookers need somebody for their programs can say, yes, we have a nuclear scientist, and her name is. Then there's Women Under Siege, which is a spin-off website project of the Women's Media Center, which is the first crowdsourcing reality report, daily changing, on women in conflict zones and post-conflict zones, reporting on rape, reporting on what's actually happening to women and kids, and young boys and old men. Women's Media Center Live with Robin Morgan is, I guess, what do you know, where I come in. And it is an American hour of radio that has been termed talk radio with a brain, because we aim for the highest common denominator, not the lowest. And it is syndicated, and it is international. It's in 110 countries. We started this almost as a lark, to try and not just criticize media, but model what a different kind of media would look like, one that was inclusive of everybody and smart and funny and not boring, and had interesting guests, and pushed the envelope in its political and other commentary. I like to say that all the things your parents told you not to discuss at the dinner table, sex, politics, and religion, that's where I focus. We're ramping up to the Women's Media Center Annual Gala Awards, and those are always filled with amazing media celebrities and news people and women who do extraordinary things. So there will be some special guests before, during, and after the awards who will be coming on the program. I think if I had to name one thing that people could do to make a media more responsible to telling them the truth about what's happening, because without that you don't have a democracy, is to be aware, to notice the absence of women and people of color, to notice who gives the word and the news and who controls it, and write letters, send emails to sponsors, to networks, to websites. They do listen. It's not hopeless. And once you get the taste of protest, it's a fun thing to do.